I brought the wrong lens for this. Or I just need longer arms. This is the recital hall where I work. It seats a couple hundo, has a nice live sound, and has 2 Steinway 9-foot concert grand pianos that are beautiful. This is not where I recorded my new album. This is my office. It has a little bit of acoustic treatment, a beautiful Galapagos teal accent wall, and this nice Steinway B grand piano, tuned and maintained by our fabulous piano tech. I didn't record my new album here either. Okay, so I'm home now, so I can swap out lenses, something more reasonable, and also film this bit like a week later. Whoops. Yay, continuity. This is the piano room with the cottage. It also has teal walls and contains a little baby Yamaha GC1. This is where I recorded the new album. It's not perfect. The low end, like all baby grands, leaves something to be desired. The intonation slips without frequent touch-ups, and occasionally there's some cat noises in the background of my recordings. But for this release, I think it really matches the character of what we're trying to do, and I wouldn't have wanted to be anywhere else. Thus concludes my thesis statement. Let's hear some supporting arguments. So let's have a chat. Why, despite having access to fairly objectively better setups, would I choose to record here? Well, here's the plan. This album is probably the last one that will be completely DIY. And as such, I sort of wanted to bring it back down in scope and enjoy that homegrown sound a little more, rather than fighting against it, as I've always been trying to accomplish before now. Most of the tracks are a stripped down version of the sort of layering that I typically use, so there's just a lot of piano and drums, no other live instruments, with maybe a pad layer or a microKORG synth line, just to add a little flavor in there. I just wanted it to be James and I having some fun, letting there be silly musical moments or occasional rougher human elements, rather than like a super pristine, polished and planned experience from A to Z. It gives it a bit more of a raw energy, where I'm sometimes hanging on to a riff by the skin of my teeth, or James is going for that fill that might just barely fit in the time allotted. There's pedal noise, there's sticks clicking as James picks them up, there's probably some cat noises running around in the background. I've always been envious of like the bedroom guitarist projects that we all know and love. They can write, they can demo, they can track, they can do everything just from home. So partly this is for me to get that experience and enjoy it and live it before continuing to bump up the complexity of the process from here on out and in future albums. To continue along with that ideal of a sort of rough but live human music thing, all of the piano parts for each song were recorded live in single unedited takes, unlike this video. I had some ideas that never really fit into proper Blumen songs before now, and I also wrote a bunch of new short songs over a few months total, and then just spent a weekend in that room on the other side of this wall, recording each tune cover to cover. Most of them are pretty short, sometimes just single ideas rather than fully fledged songs that we would typically think of. Originally I was inspired by like the concept of Cloudkicker's Loop album, just these succinctly layered kinetic ideas that exist by themselves without the trappings of structure or repetition. What mine has turned into, I don't think resembles that album in any way, except for, hey, all the songs are short, but that's what got me started into thinking about this concept. So in some ways, and this is not the best promo I could do here, but in some ways, this album isn't like as good as what we've done before. The piano doesn't sound amazing. There's some little sloppy bits in there. It was fun to make, which is rare with recording. And I think there's a ton of variety across 12 tracks that should be fun to listen to. If I was good at business, I'd release a bunch of singles and whatnot to maximize visibility on your release radar and get those Spotify numbers up. But I really think that with something like this, it's better as a sum of these 12 small parts. Just the whole collection of contrasts and different speeds and dynamics and keys and textures, rather than each song's individual merit. We will see. I'm definitely curious to hear if y'all dig it. There will be physical CDs for the first time, with a couple other surprises relating to that coming soon, or never. So, thanks for your patience. We should have new things for you to listen to and look at within the next soon.